So basically what you need to know firstly is what we are using as our ingredients. One of the most common ingredients that are used in tiramisu is this here, which is called boudoir biscuits. Now for those of you that do not know it as boudoir biscuits, what is the other name for it?
It's lady fingers.
Lady fingers. I've never known that. I only found that out recently actually.
Yes, that's
This is one of my favorite biscuits from the time I was a kid. Okay, so you're going to be needing at least one packet of this. If you buy one like this, it comes in 2 packs, so you should be safe. You have enough on hand. What else do we need?
So that's where I really think they get the name from, because it looks like a lady's finger.
Yeah, but then it's so thick, and ladies' fingers are actually quite thin. So I'm not sure why they are talking bad about ladies' fingers, unless they mean like transgender.
Oh, okay.
Maybe. Okay, then we have a certain type of cheese which is called mascarpone cheese. Sometimes you may not notice this in a store, right? So you don't know that it was there. In fact, I didn't even know that Checkers had this. So lucky enough, I was able to find it. You need 1 cup of mascarpone cheese, which is 250 grams. So just one of this here. Mascarpone cheese, basically in general, cheese is classified according to its texture. Mascarpone cheese, because of its softness, which you can see in this bowl, it's regarded as a soft cheese.
Okay,
Next to
and
that,
if you don't have mascarpone cheese, is there any other substitute that you can use?
yes, of course. If you don't have mascarpone cheese, what you can use is 3 tablespoons of cream, right? Pouring cream, which is similar to this here.
Okay.
You can use cream cheese, which is roughly around 170 grams of that.
Okay.
And you can use 2 tablespoons of sour cream. So you mix them all together, and then that's your very own mascarpone cheese.
So it will give you a very soft cheese as well.
Yes, it will be exact
Awesome,
to the mascarpone that you would have bought if you had it. Okay, moving on to the other ingredients that we need. This here is 1 cup of fresh cream. They say heavy cream in the recipe. Heavy cream just basically means cream that can be poured from its container into another bowl or whatever, right? You'll need cocoa powder. There's no proper measurement because that's just for the garnish at the end after you've set your tiramisu. You need 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence, and you'll need, say, about 170 grams of sugar. Another most important element of this recipe is the coffee. Right?
Oh, wow.
Tiramisu is known for its coffee flavor.
Okay.
So basically what we're doing is, as I will show you later on in the method, we need to take these lady fingers and dip it into coffee.
Okay.
But we have to use measurements obviously to make sure that the coffee is not too bitter in the entire
So when you
dessert.
say coffee, do we have to have the coffee very strong?
It's supposed to be strong coffee because ideally what we'd like to use is something called espresso. Espresso in characteristics is very strong coffee. But if you don't have espresso, you can use 500 ml of water. It can be tap water, does not need to be hot, because what happens is it's going to melt the biscuits. So it's going to be 500 ml of water, and you can throw in about 6 tablespoons of coffee, whichever coffee that you use at home. Mix that, leave that aside, and then you're ready. Okay? Ideally, we're supposed to be using a square dish in order for us to layer out our dessert, as this dessert is known as a layered dessert. But what we're going to be using is something that I found recently at a store, which I was looking for many years. Eventually, I did find it recently. This is a trifle bowl. Normally, people use trifle bowls around Christmas time for making their famous Christmas trifles. But what the heck, we can use it whenever.
Yes, sure.
Right.
Now, what happens if I want to put them individually? Can I?
If you want to put them individually, okay, for example, let's go in here to my cupboard. Let's say you have a small glass like this.
Okay.
Or you have a small glass like this. Right? You will use the same amount of ingredients that you do have, but you'll just divide them according to how much you're putting in your containers. So this dish actually is meant to be made as a whole. However, if you want to be a bit smart and do it individually for individual servings, you're allowed to do it with your own creativity.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so the next segment is we'll be showing you exactly what to do as to how to make the tiramisu, and